Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we are playing some more of Broken Sword, the Sleeping Dragon on PC through Steam. Picking up from where we were yesterday, we've just arrived at a castle in Prague, and I believe we've got to get inside somehow. So, game on.
They were locked, all right.
George, anyone who buys gates like these keeps them locked, okay?
Hey, I don't see you trying to get us inside.
What do you want?
Hi. Nice evening.
Clear off.
I was hoping you could help me. My car.
Tough.
But
This is private property. Get lost.
well, his interpersonal skill set needs a little work.
George, did you seriously expect him to open the gate for you?
Well, I certainly expected better manners.
My apologies, we're about to drop out. Sorry about this. But we'll come back in. Stupid MSI. Anyway, right. Now we've got to try and do
Nico?
this.
Yes?
Any ideas on how to get inside?
If you were clever, you'd have brought plans of the place.
Oh, I would I?
Of course, I realize that's not your style.
Obviously not yours either.
No, I prefer the challenge of winging it.
My feelings exactly. Besides, there's usually a solution at hand. Hey, Nico, will you press this button?
What do you have in mind, George?
See if you can get the guard to open the gate.
What do you want? Oh. Hey, you! Where are you going? Clear off!
Nico?
Yes?
Can you try to distract them again?
Hey, you! Where are you going? Clear off!
Okay. How the fuck am I supposed to sneak up there? No, I can't move again. Right. Can I...
Stuck on the top of the pillars was a pair of stone statues. Nice dragons.
We're not on the sculpture tour, George.
Just getting to grips with local culture.
Okay, so I'm a bit stuck here. I've got to sneak past that guard. So I guess talk to Nico.
Nico?
Yes?
Get him to, her to distract the guard.
Can you try to distract them again?
I need to get his attention, like, completely facing away. And then sneak around behind him, I guess.
Look, I've already told you I can't help you.
Oh, but it's so lonely out here. Just talk to me for a little while.
All right, but only for a minute or two.
What's your name, cher?
Boris, what's yours?
Helene.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
So's Boris.
God damn
I'd
it,
gotten
game.
over the first hurdle, but there were more guards inside. And some of them had dogs, too.
Okay. Right. Well, we're inside.
rooting around in trash cans. One of my little foibles. Sometimes you get lucky and find a real treasure. Hey, string! You never knew when a piece of string was going to come in handy. This trash can was empty. Apart from the garbage, of course. This trash can looked promising. America's best export, a burger. I put the half-eaten burger in my pocket. Must have been some kind of urban survival instinct at work. I was pretty sure I'd seen James Bond do something clever with foil once. Trouble was, I couldn't remember what. I tried the doors, but they were locked. All I could see inside were half-painted walls and a bunch of decorator stuff.
Hey, you! Be quiet! What is it, boy? What is it, boy? Be quiet!
Amazingly, the dog was even uglier than the guard. I sure was glad we had a fence between us.
What are you doing near my dog?
I hoped it wasn't choosy about what it ate. There was no time to go hunting for pickles.
Hey, what kept you?
Oh, just chatting to Boris about old girlfriends.
See the helicopter?
Yep, Cesaro's favorite airline.
George, you need to find a remote. That's how the gates work, I think.
The gates wouldn't open from the inside. The ironwork was solid. Look up there, on the gate.
Some kind of sensor.
Maybe it opens the gates remotely. It was a small device with a button. Maybe just the thing I was looking for. Shazam!
Wonderful, George.
Uh-oh, here come the guards.
Let's hide.
The button opened the gate, but it closed again when I let go. Hey, Nico. See any more guards you fancy?
You owe me big time for that one, George.
Hey, Nico. Will you press that button?
What is it with you and buttons, George?
Just keep your finger on it until I get out again, okay? I needed all the luck I could get. I thought I'd take the handle. I was improvising every step of the way. The Jeep descended to the ground. The Jeep still wouldn't budge. I let the handbrake off. Oops, there goes my no-claims bonus. After you, Nico.
This is definitely not a case of ladies first.
Oh, you want me to test it out?
Well, obviously. George?
Whoa! Nico, watch out below! Jeez, only just made it. You were right!
Of course! I'm not stupid!
You're gonna have to find another way in if you can.
Okay, George. I thought the bracket might come in handy. There was a small gap in the window, but it wouldn't open. It was awkward, but I managed to get the bracket into the gap and force the window open. Here goes. It was a large barrel, probably for storing ale or wine. They certainly got through a lot of drink here.
So, this Petra, they say she's a bit of a one.
Oh, yes. Takes pleasure in killing. Regards it as an art form.
Nasty.
One poor guy she tortured, took him a week to die.
How'd she do that then?
They called it the doner kebab.
Oh, you don't mean...
That's right. Everything just the same. Apart from the salad, of course.
And the pita bread?
Obviously.
What'd she look like then?
Short blonde hair. That's all I know. I never got closer.
Don't blame you. She might get ideas.
Too right.
Chicken nuggets, for example.
Hot dog and beans.
Ouch!
If they saw me, I was done for. I had to find a way to walk around without attracting attention. But for now, I had to play the quiet mouse.
Did you hear something?
Not sure. Was it from upstairs?
Sounded like it.
You take the side stairs and I'll go up here. If there's anyone there, we'll have them trapped.
I had to hide, or get caught.
Did you see anything up the side stairs?
Yet nothing.
Stay alert anyway. This place gives me the creeps.
I couldn't open the door. I couldn't open the door. The door was shut fast and wouldn't open. I couldn't open the door. The case was filled with clothes. Lying on the top was a small hairdryer. I picked up the hairdryer. The case was empty, apart from a wig. Surprise, surprise. I picked up the wig. At the very least, it would stop her from using it again to impersonate me. That's interesting. The case looked a lot smaller on the inside. The base sounded hollow. I guess there was a hidden compartment inside. All I had to do was find a way of opening it. That wasn't a good idea. I felt around the interior, trying to access the hidden compartment. Aha! Tucked into one corner was a tiny button. Damn! My fingers were too large to press the button. Oh my God! I doubted she used the knives to open letters. I picked up the sharpening stone. Just another locked door. A chef was cutting vegetables at a chopping board. He was struggling and didn't look too happy.
Hey! Get your thieving hands off my carrots!
Sorry, they just looked so tasty.
The last person who tried that lost a finger. If you want to keep painting your nails, I suggest you keep your mitts off. Hey, you! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I needed to clean the toilets.
Not with my bleach, you don't. Go and get your own bottle. I'm sick of people nicking my stuff.
Okay. Sorry. Hi there. Do you have a moment?
A moment. Well now, let me think. I've 50 dinners to cook for 50 fat guzzling guards, with pudding I might add, plus one vegan speciality de la maison for Madame Petra, plus one macrobiotic for Senor Sensitive Skin Susaro. I've got no assistants, I've got a kitchen out of the Stone Age, and she asks, do I have a moment? No, woman, I do not have a flaming moment! Just get out of my kitchen!
The answer's no, then.
Yes, the answer's no! Who the hell are you, anyway?
Susan.
Susan? What kind of a pathetic, girly name is that?
It's a name for a girl.
Well, change it. I don't like it.
Excuse me, but could you make use of this?
A grindstone! Finally, somebody in this godforsaken kitchen is using a bit of initiative. Don't suppose you fancy a job as kitchen assistant? The money's crap, the hours stink, conditions are worse, but it'll make a man out of you.
No thanks.
Young people today don't know which side their bread's buttered.
Just one more question. How did you end up here?
Give 70 people food poisoning just once, and you pay for it for the rest of your life.
I must remember not to eat anything while I'm here. Now that the chef wasn't watching, I could reach the bleach. I hoped it would bleach the wig blonde. The bleach was strong. The wig's color disappeared almost instantly. The hairdryer was perfect. I fancied one of them for myself. Voila! Perfectly dry now. Showtime.
Hey, who's there?
Uh-oh.
Nope, not that way. That door wasn't going to open. There's only so much you can do with a gargoyle, so I decided to leave it alone. The gargoyle was damaged by years of rain and wind. It looked as if it would fall off with just a gentle push. I'm all for conservation, but needs must if the devil drives. It was an old, ornate oil lamp. It looked like it hadn't been used for years. The lamp had an old knob that I guessed was for turning it on. Ugh! Yuck! At least the knob worked. As soon as I turned the knob, the oil stopped dripping. grate only opened a little way. The hinges were badly rusted. There had to be a way to free those hinges. The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken. Just as well, the pipe was wet and slimy. It was an old drain pipe, rusted and bent. An offshoot pipe had been blocked by an old tin cup. There was nothing I could do with the cup. The oil started to drip again. I collected a small amount of oil in the old cup. As soon as I turned the knob, the oil stopped dripping. I hoped the oil would free the hinges. I could almost hear the hinges sighing with relief. Here goes. A book title sprang to mind. 1,001 Uses for Lamp Oil.
Madame Petra, we didn't hear you arrive.
Obviously.
And did you have a pleasant journey?
No. Now get back to your jobs. Both of you.
Our apologies, ma'am.
Security is too lax around here.
Yes, ma'am. Your belongings have been taken up to your apartment.
Good.
Miserable bitch.
The door looked pretty secure. It wouldn't have looked out of place in Fort Knox. The security door had no handle or visible way of opening it, but there was a card reader on the wall. Just some delivery notes. Some were for food, others for washing powder. I would have hated to do the laundry for this lot. Any news?
It's been pretty quiet.
What about an attack from inside?
Everything is battened down tight.
Good. Now, would you care to explain why you are reading on duty?
Just trying to improve myself, Mom.
Do it again, and the next book you buy will be in Braille.
Yes, Mom. Sorry, Mom.
Where was the prisoner taken?
To Senor Suzara's office in the lower levels.
Is he on his own?
2 guards went with him, Mom. He cannot escape.
For your sake, he'd better not. Hello. I wonder if you can help me.
Are you Madame Petra?
That's right.
How can I help you, ma'am?
That's a very fierce-looking dog.
Trained to kill as soon as he's released, ma'am.
Good. Just don't release him near me. Understand?
No, ma'am. You hear that, rascal? You're not to hurt a nice lady.
Rascal? You! I need some help.
You're Madame Petra, isn't that right?
No, I'm Madonna.
Whoa!
Idiot. Of course I'm Madame Petra. What a disgusting dog.
Thank you, Mom.
What's his name?
Raptor.
How appropriate. More appropriate than a rascal. This place is a mess.
I'm sorry, Mom. I don't know you.
I am Madame Petra. Isn't it obvious?
Of course, Mom. I should have realized.
I really wish I had control of this camera. It's possibly the most annoying thing in the world that I haven't got control of the camera.
Hello, Boris. I wonder if you could help me.
How did you know my name?
It's my job to know everything.
You look familiar.
I'm Madame Petra.
Sorry, Mom. I didn't realize.
Well, now you do. Anything to report?
No, Mom. Nothing.
No suspicious characters?
There was a tourist earlier, but I think she's gone.
Think?
She's gone, Mom. No doubt at all. Mom.
So we need to find the head of security, and I don't know which one it is. I mean, maybe there's one up here. I mean, this is just another box area, right? Yeah, just another box area. Okay. Not having control of the camera is really annoying. Okay. Right. So is it the guy? I bet it is. It's the guy by the van, right? I mean, we can go and talk to him anyway.
Who are you? Come on. I haven't got all day.
Sergeant of Security, Mom.
Found
I
it.
am Madame Petra.
Finally.
I have just arrived.
Of course, Mom. I have a security card for you. Here you are.
Thanks. That wasn't appropriate. That wasn't the right thing to do. I have some questions. The security door over there. Could anyone get through it?
No, Mom. It's the most secure there is. Oh, by the way, Mom. Have you had a chance to see the security sergeant yet?
Yes, we've spoken.
Okay. Then you'll already have your pass card for the door.
Excuse me.
Please, ma'am, do not interrupt me. I cannot afford mistakes.
I need you to answer a few questions. What exactly is it that you are doing?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have strict instructions to report only to Senor Suzaro until we have finished our preparations for the armillery.
Yes, of course. This card required validating. Could you do that for me?
Of course, ma'am. There you are. Now please excuse me, Madame Petra. I must get on with my work. Senor Suzaro will be very upset if I don't finish this.
I had no reason to do that. I needed a working keycard to open the door. There was no way to open the door directly. After what I'd been through to get the card, I was desperate to see what lurked down below. Oh no! Someone was coming.
The door was locked. This was beginning to feel more and more like a prison. There had to be some way of opening the door. The washing machine slid sweetly onto the trolley. Well, here goes. Yes!
Take that, you!
Oh! Why, you...
George?
Who?
It's me, Nico.
Jeez, I thought you were Petra.
Often sneak up on girls like that, do you?
Only blondes.
So it's true. They do have more fun.
Hang on to the wig and find out.
Trailer trash chic. Not really my style.
Ouch. So how come you're down here?
Did you notice the extra security? I'm guessing that Bruno must be close.
So what are we waiting for? Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
I have to admit, the blonde hair is a bit strange.
Oh, really? Nobody said anything.
That's because the outfit's so scary. They're all terrified of you. So, did you find Bruno?
No, I don't know where he could be. The guards in the entrance hall said that he had been moved to Cesaro's office. Down here somewhere.
Damn!
What are you doing?
Shh! Guards! They're guarding a door over there. That's got to be where Bruno is.
I could get past, but you would be shot if you tried. You need to find a way to fool them.
Oh, it was no use. The door was shut tight. If only I had the key card to open it. Oh, it was no use. The door was shut tight. If only I had the key card to open it. Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
I can't get past the guard dressed like this.
I could pretend that you are my prisoner.
Too risky. My friend Nico. Hey, Nico. Can you do something with this lock? I don't have anything to open it.
Where would you be without me, George?
Well, this should help me move around more easily. Nico, could you turn your back, please?
You are joking.
I know, but it's these shorts. Not very flattering.
Oh, fine. Quickly, get it over and done with.
There, changed.
Oh, you look nice.
I bet you say that to all the guards. Right. Here goes.
Madame Petra, I wasn't informed you were back.
As you can see, I am. And this is urgent.
I ought to check with the front desk.
You are holding me up. Now, unless you want your appendages rearranging, I suggest you open the door.
Of course, ma'am. My apologies.
I didn't have the code to open the door, and I didn't want to risk raising the alarm. It was a large metal door with a numeric keypad to one side. Nico, keep quiet and come and look at this.
It's Bruno.
I don't think there's anyone in there with him.
Can we risk it?
We've got to. Hey, Bruno!
Bruno, it's Nico.
And George.
Hey, fellas. Nice of you to drop by.
Are you okay?
Oh, sure. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm in constant pain. I've had more electricity through me than a small town in winter. But heck, now you're here, who gives a damn?
You're so brave.
Heidi, I grew up in Eastern Europe. We did torture in kindergarten.
Have you told him anything?
Everything. But the one thing Cesaro wants...
And what's that?
Who has got the Key of Solomon?
But we don't know who's got it.
Exactly.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We're coming into... Shh.
That was the gatehouse. Petra has arrived at last.
I am so pleased for you.
Thank you. I find torture such a soulless task without an audience.
Oh, I know.
And she is so imaginative. Such a source of new ideas.
I appreciate that.
Yes, Bruno, I truly believe you will. And look on the bright side. When you tell us who has the key, even then we will not kill you. We need you too much. My dear girl.
Has he talked yet?
No, but I'm sure you will persuade him.
I'm going to enjoy it.
Now, Stobart and the girl. I hope you bring me good news.
I found them, but I'm afraid they got away. I'm sorry.
They have too much luck.
There is worse, Master. Let him in.
All right, boss. Not this idiot.
Forgive me, sir, but there is something you must hear. Flap, tell Senor Cesaro what you told me in Paris.
What? About that nightclub and those girls?
No. About the safe.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't, was it?
Wasn't what?
Wasn't safe?
Get on with it, Flap.
That Stobart girl, she came back to the theater, took some documents.
What documents?
A picture of a castle in Prague.
This castle.
Very good. Give the man a cigar.
Flap.
Sorry, sir.
Wait, what is that?
Do you like it? It's my new scarf. That Stobart girl left it behind in Paris.
What is it?
You can go, Flap. Get out.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Bruno, it's your lucky day. Now I know who has the key. We do not need to put Petra to work on you.
No? How?
The emblem on the scarf. It is the crest of the St. Stephen chapter of the Knights Templar.
I thought they had disappeared centuries ago.
Clearly not. And I know exactly where to find them. That fool Flap had the answer all along, wrapped round his thick neck.
Collard must be working for them.
So, now we must change our plans. I shall go to Paris to retrieve the key. You take Ostwald to the armillery to prepare. Give the order that all personnel are to prepare to move out.
It's time, isn't it?
Yes, my dear. It is time.
The grill looked through to some kind of office. It could give access if the grill itself wasn't in the way. The edge of the coin was just the right size to unfasten the screws. Nico?
Yes?
I don't like to ask, but...
Would I climb through the grill and open the door from the inside?
Amazing. You read my mind.
You're just so predictable, George. You owe me one.
That's okay. I'm not counting. Nico, look!
It's some kind of map of ley lines.
See the area in the middle?
It matches the diagram in Vernon's video.
It seems to have its focus somewhere in Egypt.
So do you think that's where they've taken Bruno?
I think so. The armillery must be in Egypt.
Well, that should be easy enough to find.
Sure. I mean, how big can a country be? It was an electronic map of the world. Ley lines were represented in red. They all merged at one point over Egypt. It was a large shield with weapons mounted on the wall. The shield bore a crest I didn't recognize. Books on Egypt and Egyptian culture. It would take months to trawl through this and decipher it all. Cesaro's desk was straight out of the Megalomaniac catalog. Aha! Look at this.
What is it?
Secret button hidden under the edge of the desk. Maybe it opens the door. The desk was too heavy to move. And besides, we needed to find a way to follow after Bruno. If the world ends when I press this, then I'm sorry for all the nasty things I've ever said about you.
George, just get on with it.
Okay, sorry.
Well done, George.
Let's go and rescue Bruno.
Out of interest, what nasty things?
Oh, you know, the usual.
The usual? Go on. Andre, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd keep Beatrice company.
Andre took me to the cinema.
What did you see, Nosferatu?
George.
Andre, we need your help.
Of course.
What do you want him to do?
That symbol on the scarf?
Yes?
Cesaro recognized it instantly.
It's the coat of arms of the St. Stephen chapter of the Templars.
My God.
What?
I always thought it was just a story.
Look, Andre, tell us what you know.
Tell us, chérie.
The St. Stephen chapter was reputed to have escaped the Inquisition by hiding in secret chambers. Somewhere in Paris. No one knew where, though previously they had their base near the old church at Montfaucon.
Maybe I can find a clue in the old Templar meeting place.
What do you mean?
The Templars used to meet in secret in the catacombs there.
Of course.
There's more.
Go on.
It involves the founding of the chapter.
We don't have time for tales, Andre.
Listen, Nico, if there's one thing I've come to realize, it's that you can't have too much information. Carry on, Andre.
Thank you, George. When the Templars were in possession of the Temple Mount in Israel, they discovered a holy relic. A young knight, Stefan, was given the task of transporting it secretly to France. He traveled north through Galilee and then headed to the coast where he boarded a ship destined for the river Po. Making his way up the Po Valley, Stefan avoided known dangers to the west by heading north to the Rheingau. Pursued into France by the forces of a treasure-hunting prince, he was forced to make a stand in the mountains of Reims. Though able to dispose of his foes, he was fatally wounded. Bravely, he continued to his destination, the Bérentoire Preceptory, handed the relic to the master of the chapter, then died. The order changed its name to Saint-Stéphane, in honor of the brave knight, and relocated to Paris.
It's like a fairy tale.
Good grief.
I'm going to head for Montfaucon to look for clues. Nico?
You go without me, George. Andre and I will see if we can work out the exact location in Egypt.
Right. Well, I'll see you soon then.
Off you go, George.
I was back in Montfaucon Square after all these years. Beneath the cobbles lay a hidden world of ancient waterways and catacombs, some of it built by the Knights Templar as a meeting place and sanctuary. Once again, I was going to have to go down there to discover the truth.
God damn, that was a long-ass level. Jesus, that took the piss. Okay, so we've got through the castle at Prague. It took a lot longer than I would have hoped. So, I'm going to say, obviously, I'm going to try and do the next 2 levels and finish these next 2 levels, and then see how long that takes. Basically, if it takes me over an hour, I'm going to stop the stream. Yeah, and then I'll come back tomorrow and finish. So, let's see if we can get through this Montfaucon bit. It doesn't look too long.
Hey, you! I'd seen dead people with more life in them than this guy. I couldn't lift a big iron cover like that with my bare hands. In the open tool bag, I could see a sewer key.
What are you doing?
So help me!
Why would you go that way? Get the key, god damn it.
What do you think you're doing, idiot?
While the workman was looking the other way, I borrowed his sewer key. Funny, every time I get involved in saving the world, I turn into a kleptomaniac.
Fuck's sake.
Look, Alphonse, I am tired of arguing with you. Just be sure it doesn't happen again, huh?
With only the faintest shudder of déjà vu, I prepared once again to get intimate with the Parisian sewers. Come on, you piece of... I couldn't understand it. I'd once lifted this very manhole easily. Perhaps I'd let myself go.
Hey, monsieur, that's not my sewer key by any chance?
No! What do you take me for?
You just happen to carry one around with you.
Of course. Doesn't everybody?
Sure. Anyway, you're wasting your time. That cover was welded down years ago, during the Sieur Jacques Panique.
Great. If I wanted to shift that cover, it'd take something a whole bunch stronger than me. Hi, how are you?
Alive, thank God.
I know the feeling. Nice view of Montfaucon Square you've got here.
What's the point of a view when life's not worth a sou?
Hey, you're not one of those crazy hip-happening street poets, are you?
Don't be ridiculous, monsieur. I look after a pissoir.
Hi again. So what do you do?
I'm a brain surgeon. What do you think?
I think you look after this pissoir.
Zut alors! No flies on you, monsieur.
Long as I don't go in there.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Huh?
Whoa, my mistake. I backed off. It's a well-known fact that toilet attendants account for the majority of homicides in France. Must be the bleach blocks.
I'm sorry. The game made me do it.
Now wash your hands. Hey!
What? Who, me?
What do you think you're doing up there?
Admiring the view. I can see right into your pissoir from here.
Pervert! Get down from there before I call the police.
Okay, I'm coming. Hi again. You take pride in your work?
This pissoir is the cleanest and most hygienic in all France.
That must take a lot of dedication.
Bien sûr. In this job, the harder you work, the more other people just pass water upon your efforts.
I know the feeling. Any good gutters around here?
Quoi? A gutter?
Yeah, a common roadside gutter. I need to whiz, lady.
A whiz? What is this whiz, monsieur? Mon Dieu! You mean you wish to... in a gutter? But monsieur, you have already used the facilities.
Don't remind me. It's just that when nature calls, there's sometimes a bit of an echo. You know what I mean?
Why, in the name of all that is hygienic, do you want to use a gutter? When there is a perfectly clean pissoir here.
That might pass for clean in the old world, lady. But I'd rather whiz in a gutter any day.
This is an outrage. I shall investigate.
You do that. You never know when you might need a length of rope.
Hey! You up there!
Oh, hi there!
I will not have some peeping Toms spying on my customers while they do their business!
Hey, I'm not spying on anybody.
Want to explain that to the police?
No, not really. Coming down. I didn't have the horsepower to lift that cover, but I knew something that did.
Hey! What are you doing?
Just setting something up. You'll love this. Hey, you! Hi, how you doing?
Ça va? As long as we don't have another earthquake.
Well, you should be safe here, by the old church.
You're joking. Look at it.
But it's medieval.
Medieval? Shoddy, you mean? Should be torn down and replaced with something modern.
Really?
Something nice in concrete and steel. Built to be earthquake-proof.
You think there's gonna be more quakes?
Of course. And look at all that rubble. The thing's a death trap. Wait a minute. You seem very familiar to me, monsieur.
Me? Oh, I doubt it.
But of course. You're the guy who gave me that racing tip.
Oh, right, so I am.
That horse made a fortune for me. Turned my whole life around.
Guess I'm just a natural.
It's a gift, monsieur. A gift.
But how come you're still digging up roads?
I've got my own company now, monsieur. And a drill. See? Not a pick.
If you have any more tips like that one...
You'll be the first to know. What exactly are you doing here?
These damned earthquakes are screwing everything up. There's plenty of stuff underground needs fixing after that last shock.
So you're digging a hole for the utilities guys to get to the damage?
That's it. And the sooner we're out of here, the happier I'll be.
You said we. I don't see anybody else working.
My workmate, Alphonse, is snoring up a storm in the cab of my truck.
Why isn't he helping you?
Medical exemption. He's got a piece of paper from his doctor saying he is clinically seismophobic.
He's afraid of earthquakes?
Just so, monsieur.
And you believe it?
You can't argue with a piece of paper, can you?
So, how did you end up with this Alphonse guy?
Positive discrimination. We have to take on a set number of cowardly idiots every year.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. Your driver...
Alphonse, damn his cowardly liver...
is scared of earthquakes, right? What would he do if there was an earthquake right now?
He'd slam the truck into gear and get out of here like... Oh.
That's right. With a manhole following him home.
He would never live it down.
Is that a bad thing?
No. That's what sells your crazy scheme to me.
Hi again. Earthquake! Earthquake!
Magnifique! I don't know what I'll tell the insurance people, monsieur, but it was worth it.
Sprinkling sunshine into people's lives. I guess that was what I lived for. But right now, the sewer beckoned. There was a faint inscription, but the decaying plaster made it almost impossible to read. I could make out some medieval French and some Latin, but not enough to squeeze out any meaning. The inscriptions in the arches probably once told the truth about the extermination of the Templars. Like a lot of truths, time had blurred it. A big, spooky skull stared out at me. The mouth looked out of proportion. I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in the skull's mouth. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no spider bit me, for which I was very grateful. But there was nothing in there to help me either. The skull's mouth had the same shape as the stone cylinder. Aha! I could write a book on secret doors. I really could. Oh my God! Something truly nasty had happened here. A trail of blood led round the corner. The door was ajar. I could hear voices. There were a couple of Cesaro's men, and they had brought a dog.
You hear something?
Nah.
How much longer we gotta be here?
Like the boss says, till it's all over.
Or till that yank turns up and we kill him?
Yeah. And no guesses which one I'd prefer.
Me too. I hate that guy.
Well, now, let's be accurate, eh? You hate everyone.
True. True.
I couldn't risk attracting their attention. There was a large pool of blood on the floor. We weren't talking chickens here. A trail of blood led away. Either someone had crawled away, or been dragged. I'd arrived too late. Cesaro and his men had shown no mercy for these poor souls. How could anyone do this? I didn't want to, but I had to search the body. The only thing on him was an old rusty key. The microwave's oven control panel was smashed, but the 10-second button was still intact. Only useful if you needed to cook something for less than a minute, of course. One of Cesaro's men was guarding the kitchen. I couldn't get through while he was there. I was gonna have to find a way to distract him. The microwave suddenly sprang into life. It was going to make a noise. I had to hide, fast. The microwave suddenly sprang into life. It was going to make a noise. I had to hide. Fast.
Fuck's sake. How am I meant to do that? You get no time at all. That's ridiculous. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to lock the door. That's why I couldn't get through. Right. Okay. I'm not supposed to run to the kitchen. I'm supposed to lock the door. I fucked it up
The
twice.
microwave suddenly sprang into life. It was going to make a noise. I had to hide. Fast. There was no point locking the door while it was open. Mission accomplished. The guy was now trapped in the room. That was strange. The blood trail led to the wine rack, but then completely disappeared. No pool of blood, no body, no nothing. It was a bottle of German wine, Wiesbaden. It was a bottle of French champagne, Montagne de Reims. It was a bottle of French wine, Chateau Barentois. It was a bottle of Israeli wine, Carmel Sauvignon Blanc. It was a bottle of Italian wine, Modena Lambrusco. It was a bottle of Israeli wine, Carmel Sauvignon Blanc. It was a bottle of French wine, Chateau Berentrois. It was a bottle of Italian wine, Modena Lambrusco. It was a bottle of French champagne, Montagne de Reims. It was a bottle of French wine, Chateau Berentrois. It was a bottle of German wine, Wiesbaden. It was a bottle of French wine, Chateau Berentrois. It was a bottle of French champagne, Montagne de Reims. Hey, presto! To my delight, the wine rack moved to reveal a secret passage. The blood trail continued.
Ah, Stobart. We knew you would come.
Hey, you're the guy who mugged me outside the theater.
We had to have the key of Solomon. Now listen to me. Cesaro is more powerful than we thought. There isn't much time. You must find the others. Protect the key.
Where is it?
Look for the statue. It hides the...
Hides what? I wasn't gonna get any more from the guy. I couldn't find any clues. Whatever he was trying to protect, it was clearly worth laying his life down for. The broken clock had stopped at 3:42. Cesaro's men must have been here for at least an hour. They must have been desperate. Hardly anything had been left untouched. The key to adjust the time had been left in the clock face. I set the clock to 3:42, the time I'd seen on the smashed clock. Nothing happened. I entered the time that corresponded to the date this place was dedicated to St. Stephen. It was around 12:47. That didn't work. It was a medieval tapestry depicting a knight on his horse. It reminded me of a manuscript I once found. A finely carved statue of a knight of the Templar Order. Not very flattering. It was a large statue of a man. Maybe this was the statue the Templar had been trying to tell me about. Below the statue, on the plinth, was a brass plaque. The plaque indicated that the statue was of Saint Stephen. Below his name was a quote, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Revelation. Now, when I was a boy, Grandpa Stobart, or to give him his full title, the Very Reverend Archie Stobart, had insisted I went to Bible class. So Revelation was no revelation to me. It was a statue of a Templar knight. The statue was old, very old. I flicked through the good book looking for the right chapter. Aha! Revelations. Now, where is it? Got it. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Chapter 1, verse 3. 1:03. I flicked through the good book looking for the right chapter. Aha! Revelations.
Now, where is it?
Got it. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Chapter 1, verse 3. 103.
Fuck's sake, I thought he was going to walk the other way. It's so annoying. I just want to get through this bit. I hate this stupid fucking sneaking shite. It's not Metal Gear Solid, for fuck's sake.
I flicked through the good book looking for the right chapter.
Try again.
Aha! Revelations.
Now, where is it?
Got it. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Chapter 1, verse 3. 103.
Damn it! Oh, I should just wait. It's just waiting. Oh. Seriously, it's doing my head in now.
I flicked through the good book looking for the right chapter. Aha! Revelations. Now, where is it? Got it. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Chapter 1, verse 3. 103. I entered the time suggested by the verse from the Bible, chapter 1, verse 3. Nothing. I was running out of ideas. Then a sound caught my attention. Sliding statues, ancient mechanisms. You didn't get this kind of thing back in Idaho. Behind the statue, a flight of stairs was going up. Well, here goes.
Seize him!
Whoa! Let him go. Come in, Monsieur Stobbart. We've been expecting you.
Who are you?
I am the preceptor of the temple.
The chapter of St. Stephen?
Very good. Your deductions brought you here, as we knew they would.
My deductions also tell me you've got the Key of Solomon.
We did have it, briefly, but alas, it has been taken again.
Cesaro.
He attacked swiftly and with overwhelming force. My men fought bravely, but it was not enough. A few of us retreated here to hide. A few miserable survivors.
Why is the key so important?
You know of the armillary?
Some?
Cesaro has set the armillary in motion. He will use the key to release the dragon energy in an enormous burst, which he will then harness to fulfill his own desires.
So where's the armillary? Surely all we have to do is go there and turn the damn thing off.
The whereabouts of the armillary have been long forgotten. 3 ancient stones hold the secret to its location.
Don't tell me. You lost them too?
We have 1 stone.
Show me. Bingo. I do believe we've got the other 2.
It is said that the 3 stones are linked. With the stones there is a chance.
What can I do to help?
We will send our best knight, chivalrous, tenacious, and unswerving in his determination to fight evil.
Well, whoever this guy is, he's gonna need a hand.
That is for him to decide.
Hi, guys.
George, are you okay?
Just about. I went down below Montfaucon. They led me to a secret Templar base, and Andre, you were right. The Templars did survive.
Of course.
The original St. Stephen chapter.
But they must have been hundreds of years old.
My little chickpea, it doesn't mean the people themselves were original.
Oh.
Trouble is, Cesaro beat me to it. He's got the Key of Solomon. He's probably already on his way to the Armillary.
Did you find its location?
No. If the Templars ever knew it, it's long been forgotten. They did give me another of the alphabet stones, though.
Another clue.
Not only that, they, knighted me.
What?
Knighted, as in made me a knight.
Extraordinary.
That's how it felt.
Did they do it with a sword?
Yep, whole shebang. Arise, Sir George. What do you think, Nico?
I'm speechless.
I guess if you and me were married, that'd make you a lady.
Very funny.
So what should we call you? Your Highness?
My liege?
Oh, shucks, let's not be formal. Lord Stobart of Idaho will do for now.
He's a fucking dick. Well, at least we got through that shit. Fucking hell. I do not like these sneaking things. They're very annoying.
Do you have any fresh ideas?
I'm as stumped as you are, George.
Right.
Any idea what the symbols on the alphabet stones could mean?
No. Even Andre's not able to help with this.
It's so frustrating. We know the Armillary's somewhere in Egypt.
So maybe we should look at a map of Egypt.
And you just happen to have one handy, I suppose.
Well, while you were out getting knighted, we found a DVD filled with satellite maps.
Cool.
Here it is.
So let's take a look at Egypt.
We thought satellite maps would more closely represent the Egypt of thousands of years ago.
There aren't any ley line maps by any chance.
This is scientific fact, George.
Looks like it needs bringing up to date.
You can't deny the evidence, Andre.
Just when you think you understand the way the world works.
I'm always finding the same thing about women.
Hey!
Sorry, where were we?
Look! There's Northern Africa.
Nico, look there. The psi symbol looks like the Nile Delta.
You're right, George. Let's have a closer look at that section.
Nico, there's another match.
The Omega symbol is just like that bend in the river.
Let's have a closer look.
I'm a bit stumped this time, George.
Could be a dead end.
No. Look at the arrangement of those ruins.
They seem to be arranged in a cross, but not quite.
They're like the points on the Alpha Stone.
I wondered what they meant.
That can't be right. One of them is missing.
Exactly. The missing point is the location we're looking for.
So, we just read the map reference.
And we have the location of the Armillary.
Well done, George.
Thanks, Andre. Come on, Nico. We have to stop Cesaro.
One of us should be patrolling, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Off you go then.
Oh, thanks.
No, I mean, I'd love to help, but, well, strong sunlight makes me blotchy.
Well, use your sunblock then.
Well, that makes me blotchy too.
You're pathetic. How did you ever get to be a henchman?
This is the place, all right. So, what's the plan?
I thought it was your turn to think of one.
I'm sure it was yours.
I guess we'll just have to do what we always do.
Wing it?
I prefer the word improvise. That doesn't look like a proper entrance. Cesaro has tunneled his way into the temple.
Guarded, too. Direct approach is out. Again.
We should scout out the rest of the area.
Great idea! Did you bring the Cloak of Invisibility?
Damn! I left it in a bag of forgetfulness.
Nico!
Hey, did you hear something?
No?
I could have sworn... You best go and look.
Oh, right. Me? Why me? You're the one with the overactive imagination.
Out of the two of us, who's scarier?
Ah, but I also get sunburn, remember?
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, great. Now the guard's patrolling.
Okay. So I'm going to stop the stream here. Yeah, hopefully I'll finish this game tomorrow. I think there's only a couple of levels left, so we should be okay. I hope you enjoyed watching. As I say, I'll be back tomorrow. Play some more. Hopefully finish it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Cheers.